We haven't actually written down anything.
No, we haven't.
Probably should have.
Probably should have written something down. I'm a loss of words.
Well, should we just call it a day?
Yes.
We should?
Yes, we should.
Really?
It's over, people. Subscribe.
If you like purple-suited superheroes, cheesy action sequences, and Catherine Zeta-Jones, this is the film for you.
The Phantom.
Just take a look around. Darkness rules the earth.
In a dangerous world.
Governments crumble. Chaos reigns.
In a treacherous time.
There is opportunity in chaos.
Evil is a fact.
We shall succeed where they have failed.
Drax is on a quest for a supernatural power.
They know far too much.
And courage.
Stop them. You're the only one who can.
Is a phantom.
Who was that guy?
Somebody I already killed.
There are some who say he is only a myth. Soon they will discover the Phantom is real.
So I like this movie. It came out in 1996. Again, as my cohort has said, it stars Catherine Zeta-Jones.
And Billy Zane.
Freaking Billy Zane.
Ripped Billy Zane.
His abs are like...
You could grind meat on those abs.
It's a cascade of beautiful scenery. Mountains, even,
Of abs.
We're not gay.
We are comfortable with our masculinity, and we know that Billy freaking Zane is hot stuff in this movie.
We recently watched it. So
yeah, we watched it last night. Just so we could get refreshers. They were snuggling? Whatever. Not between us, him and his wife, and I was just there awkwardly. Anyways.
Right.
Anyways.
So The Phantom is an action-adventure movie set in the 1930s. Like every other 1930s
90s.
set movie. This movie decides to choose every single trope from every Spielberg movie film.
It's true.
Like almost ever made.
Goonies. All of the Indiana Jones movies. A little bit of... There's a lot of Spielberg.
There's a lot of...
We start off with the origins, which is really nice in this movie because they keep it short, concise. They don't tell us every little minute detail, which,
yeah.
I mean, could be nice if they did, but also could be extraneous.
They keep it really short. Like, if you came in the movie, like, 5 minutes late, you would be completely confused. You thought you'd run into the wrong movie because it immediately starts with a bunch of Indiana Jones...
characters,
impersonators coming in, and you're like, "Oh,
this evil freaking Indiana Jones characters."
It confused me as a kid because I honestly thought James Remar at one point was Indy.
Ford.
Yeah, I thought it was, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" And he delivers the most ham and cheese performance I've ever seen. Like
it's a hot pocket.
It's a freaking hot pocket.
It's a hot pocket.
It's great.
What I really like, so let's talk about Billy Zane's character for a little bit.
Okay.
So the Phantom.
He is muscular, beautiful, charming good guy. He wears purple.
He's like Bruce Wayne, very much so.
Yeah.
In the 1930s.
Right. He's rich for some reason.
Yeah. They don't really go into that. Not important.
Not really important.
Not really important. Superheroes are just rich. Every time everyone dies, new Phantom comes along.
Right. It's a hard family business. You don't see a lot of rewards from it, but again, you're filthy rich. So
don't see those ladies like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh man,
she's not the main female actress. But that being said, it's Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She's definitely the one that shines, though. I feel like she's kind of throwing herself at everyone in this movie.
She's a thirsty, scary version of Catherine Zeta-Jones.
The first time I think I've ever seen her might have actually been in this movie, so she left an impression on me.
Yeah.
a big impression. So the villains of this movie is the Sang Brotherhood, which is an ancient evil order. Those ancient evil orders, man.
I know. Always doing stuff they shouldn't be doing.
It's like the Lost Boys, but they're an evil version.
Treat Williams, man. Absolute treat.
Oh, he's great in this movie.
No continuity whatsoever. The definition of a goofy 1930s supervillain.
He blinds a man with a microscope. Freaking that scene scared me half to death as a child.
Kills a man with a spear for no
reason.
No reason.
The dude's like, yeah, I'm out. And he's like, all right, yeah, here you go. Die!
He was just winging it most of the time.
He might have just ad-libbed all his lines. Because he's making jokes as he's killing people.
I don't see a thing. Just turn the focus knob. Well, I guess you won't be needing these anymore.
He's not as intimidating, though, as you would think of other supervillains, but that's fine. We have the Sang Brotherhood. We have, Treat Williams and his goons. All around good bad guys to fight the Phantom. Okay, he's outnumbered, he's outgunned, but it's the Phantom, so he'll find a way to get out of those
purple superheroes always
tight
find
spaces.
a way. I feel like the purpose of this film, like along with movies like Captain America, other superhero movies that it's supposed to be over the top, like Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. The point of it, they knew it was cheesy. They knew it was cheesy when they were filming it.
Oh man,
it was obvious.
But they had Little Caesars right there. That's the definition of cheese. $5 hot and ready.
Or Tillamook.
Put logo right here.
So the special effects, we in our society are relying very heavily on CGI.
Right.
It's just not as real. You don't feel connected.
And to be fair, we do love the movies that are coming out. We're not like CGI haters. It's just there's something about in-camera action.
Explosions.
That capture the imagination, and your eye can tell what is fake and what is not. There are only a couple sections in this movie where CGI is implemented, so the visual effects look kind of
roughly terrible. They're just
well, it's
the 90s.
But the best part is they're not even on screen for so long. Like some of the CGI is now in movies. But I think the filmmakers at the time knew what they had, and they're like, okay, let's not not use all
this.
Yeah, let's make this simple special effects. Like when the Phantom's in the water and he's hanging onto that chain behind the submarine. I thought that was cool. Now seeing it,
it's not so great.
It's not that great. The worst effect by far is the skulls coming together and the
laser beam eyes.
Yeah, and the compositing of the volcano island at the end of the movie. That looked like 80s special effects.
Well, something that I really like is the stylization of the film. Mm-hmm. Like my favorite part probably of the whole film in general is the opening part where the Phantom's just sitting, in his throne-like chair. Here's the drums, and he realizes that they gotta go. I just really like how the music really flows. And when I say that, it's like it's not gonna be everybody's gonna recognize it. Oh, this is from the Phantom, yada yada yada. But it's nice.
If you do recognize it, you're awesome.
And probably a nerd.
Yeah, like us. But
that's a thing.
I've accepted it.
I just love this film because it's so stylized. It's so the lighting and
right. No, it's a beautiful photographed film.
And I think that they relied on that very heavily, where they were lacking a little bit in some areas. Such a script and
the beginning acting was great. I love the opening, the photography in the beginning, and it kind of drops off towards.
Someone was fired.
The middle of the movie. Yeah,
someone was fired.
The Pirate Cove stronghold doesn't.
It's a very weak part of the film.
It is. All right, we'll just write a quick scene here. I like the fight in the submarine room though. I thought they got back their photography to okay, we'll make it a little hazy and smoky, and that looks cool.
Full of light coming out of all these different places, but it's still dark and dank.
It did look like they went to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride set area in Disneyland.
It honestly looks like they took part of the Addams Family set and just kind of.
It really made me remind me of Hook, Indiana Jones,
Goonies.
Freaking it. And if you love those movies, you're gonna love this movie.
I mean, if you're gonna copy someone in the business, why not Steven Spielberg? I mean,
and Richard Donner. That's all the freaking way.
and a little bit George Lucas. Anyway, 3 out of 5 Hot Pockets. That's our rating system. We judged everything out of Hot Pockets. If Andy Briner were here, he'd probably judge everything out of McChickens. Nobody knows Andy Briner. Oh well.
There's a shout out to Andy Briner.
Hi, Andy Briner. How you doing? We miss you.
Come back. On Rotten Tomatoes, they gave it a 42%, which I don't understand. I at least think it should at least break the 60% mark.
Or 50.
Yeah, it's a movie that's serviceable. You can watch it. You don't have to take it seriously. We would totally recommend this movie. You should go watch it. We watched it on YouTube. It's very cheap. It's like $3 for rental.
So
Watch it. Yes, freaking love those. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. We're planning next time to watch Masters of the Universe. Freaking Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. I have the power.
He does.
He does.
When he's shirtless, he freaking has the power.
Thank you for watching The Kings of Mediocrity, and stay your mediocre selves.
Remember, kids, C's get degrees.
We need to get better microphones.
This is all I can afford. And these aren't even mine. Anyways.
If you like purple-suited superheroes, then this is the movie for you.
Just do it again. Just do it again. Okay, we're stopping the camera. We're doing this again. I've been nothing but patient.